Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen. We took a week break because obviously real life stuff happens, but sort of by happenstance, this obviously happens to be our 1 year anniversary episode. So thank you all for sticking with us. This adventure has been a lot of fun, and also thank you to my fellow players for sticking around with this stupid little brainchild of mine. Thank you, everyone. Ashen, Deli, Show&Tell, you guys are genuinely amazing.
Woo! Same goes for you. So much fun.
Yeah, happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, everyone. Yeah. Was there... Oh, yeah, okay. Now, words. They're hard. But now that I've got them again, let's have these lovely players introduce themselves and their characters as usual. I've rolled dice in the background. The dice say that we should go in reverse alphabetical order this time, meaning we should start with Show&Tell. Could you please, Show&Tell, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, hi, I'm Show&Tell, and I'll be playing as Anghel, who's a youth peasant boy who really hates gods. Really.
Understandable. Thank you very much, Show&Tell. That could also be a potential new aspect for Anghel if you ever decide to change them again. Something to think about, I suppose. Thank you again. Next, we would have Deli. Now, dear viewers, it took me a while to get used to it, but Deli has a different microphone for this session. So just know that Deli is the one who will be speaking right now. Deli, could you please introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, of course. Also, apologies in advance, viewers. Sounds like I'm speaking out of a toaster right now, but it's all good. Of course, hello everyone, I'm Deli, and as usual, I'm playing as Muninn. They are a traveling scholar, keeper of secrets, seeker of knowledge. At the moment, they're struggling a little bit with their left arm. I had to think for a minute, as it's been petrified by the basilisk and is slowly getting worse, slowly feeling a little bit more like dead as time goes on, like if a cat is like resting on it or something. I don't know.
That is the analogy that I made last time. Fun that you remembered it.
Yeah, I stole it from you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Muninn's in a bit of a pickle right now, but and thank you again, Deli. So is Illona, Ashen's character. There's a transition. Ashen, can you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Of course. I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona, who's currently really fed up with gods because she might get cursed, and she doesn't want that. And she's a bit stressed about always having to be thirsty. She doesn't mind drinking sometimes, but always thirsty? Nah, hell nah. So that's where we at.
Yeah, well, to be fair, she hasn't been cursed yet, so who knows? But yeah, thank you very much, Ashen. Now, dear viewers, you will notice that our Discord reactions aren't on for this particular episode because they are having a little bit of a bug, which happens more often than I'd like. I guess we're following in the tradition and the footsteps of episode 1 when we also didn't have Discord reacts. Who knows? Anyway, last time, you guys had just finished the basilisk fight, and we literally started the session in the immediate aftermath of that with Illona's masterfully, I would add, skinning the pelt with Anghel's help. Muninn then coming to the realization that their left arm is not working anymore, petrified due to the basilisk. Also brief introspection on Illona's own wounds, which are less severe to be fair. Then you guys, because of the whole petrification situation, decided to ask for the help of a certain chicken who kept bragging that it knew something that Illona specifically didn't. Anghel kicked it, which didn't help matters, but then Anghel also bribed it, so that helped matters more. The chicken invited Illona like, hey, you wanna talk to like the lady upstairs directly? And Illona said, nah, no thanks, which Illona later came to know was like a pretty big insult. But the chicken basically said, you know, that guy over there, always thirsty, he's like an integral part of like fate and magic at the moment and of this particular story. And if there's no always thirsty, well, the dragon won't ever be defeated. And the dragon is compelled to obey fate. So the dragon will pick out a new always thirsty. Probably you, because you beat the old one in a drinking contest of all things. So that was fun, and that's what Ashen was talking about in the little introduction bit. Then you guys, well, specifically Muninn and Anghel went to check, because when you guys were looking for the basilisk, you saw a spot in the field where like crows were converging, and you went to check up on it, and you saw a bunch of dead wolves with who appeared to be dead by like knife wounds, and the ground where they were lying dead was also dead, no pun intended. And there was also a creepy, well, I wouldn't say creepy, helpful, let's say helpful old man, just sitting there. The old man gave you some cryptic advice about how they're like watching, and like they think you guys are more pawns rather than actual players, which is kind of disappointing for them. The old man also said that the two you guys are looking for went like followed the road up north. I don't remember. Oh yeah, and the old man also asked, oh, did the chicken tell Illona about the things? Okay, the chicken told Illona about the things. Oh, good then. I don't remember if you guys asked the old man anything else. Feel free to remind me or like ask me if anything else happened. Anyway, you guys reconvened, picked up the statue of Always Thirsty, and decided, first things first, let's turn in the basilisk spell to the ogre so that like that business is done with. As you guys were going to rejoin the road, you met two characters from the city of By the Sands. The noblewoman, Lupa, you learned her name was from the letter, who gave Illona two sealed letters actually to deliver. And also another nobleman, Joseph Bay, who tried to arrest you guys. These two were like traveling together. They looked very disheveled, and they were like babbling that, oh, we barely escaped from that ogre, which I guess is a little bit telling. But yeah, you guys met them. There was a bit of a standoff, but eventually you were able to like talk your way past after the lady said, oh yeah, I have a little bit of trust in Illona because she has two important letters, we're good, something like that. And where we left off was you guys crossing the bridge to rejoin the road once again, with the intention of heading east to bring the basilisk pelt to the ogre. I also asked this before the session, but any questions or like anything you guys think I may have missed that I should mention, I guess?
I think you covered it all.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well then, first off, I'm gonna need a quick drink of water after all that talking, and I would kindly ask while I get that drink of water, could you guys sort of also as like a bit of a warm up for the players, I guess, could you guys tell me what's going on through your minds, like what's on Illona's mind, on Muninn's mind, on Anghel's mind, etc., all that good stuff. And also I think I need to adjust the level of the background music.
Alrighty. Well, it's getting late, right?
It is afternoon going towards evening. One thing I did mention last time, but I didn't in the recap. It'll take you, like, you won't be able to reach the ogre in just one night. Before nightfall, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
All right. I think we decided not to go to a village or something? Or maybe I'm right. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because they were plague?
because of the plague, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think you decided that. I think it was just like something you thought about.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although I do still think it is a good idea not to go there.
Agreed. Yes.
Although I don't know if there's anywhere else that would be good for shelter.
Did we say anything? Is it still raining?
Yep, it is.
So there's also that to consider.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just camping. It's fine. It's fine. We'll survive.
We'll roughen it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna futz with the music a little bit just because it's not coming across well on my end for my own reasons. Sorry.
That's okay.
No worries at all.
okay.
But we're pretty set on the north road, right? We'll just take
Which
the
is
dangers.
the most dangerous one.
Yeah.
More dangerous one yet. I think so, because we decided that speed is more.
Speed is key.
Yeah, I am speed.
Just a reminder, the reason it's more dangerous, and it's not like 100% certainty that it'll be more dangerous, it's just like the logical conclusion, is because the northern road is the one the boyar and the son carrying the orb took, and weird magical stuff happens when that thing is around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But it also makes sense to go after them, because we want to catch up to them, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, especially if they're abusing the orb, definitely. Although, because, I mean, I suppose this goes without saying. I was going to say they probably see it differently, but sorry, go ahead.
Just for the viewers, just a quick little thing. You're not seeing the usual game screen. I will reveal it during rolls and such, but you're not seeing it at the moment just because it's apparently really lags the music, and I don't want to make the viewers cringe with their ears, if that makes sense. But I will reveal the in-game screen when rolls are happening, so don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. So before we go north, we're going east, just to confirm, because east is where the ogre is.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a saying, like home is where the heart is, east is where the ogre is.
I love that.
And that should be that should be a contender for the title, maybe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that right now.
I'm for that. Let's go. Already decided. Hell yeah.
Sure. I guess.
Either that or happy birthday or something.
Oh yeah.
Sure. One thing I should mention. Again, you guys, unless you run, and running while carrying a big human-sized statue is a bit hard. You won't be able to reach the ogre before nightfall, and so basically, you can avoid the village, but if you'd like a relatively safe place to rest, there's also that option. It's entirely up to you.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I feel like because we don't really have any camping gear. Camping would be my preferred option, but we don't really have a tent or anything, I don't think.
No.
Nope.
So sorry, you go.
No, I was just asking, all of our supplies are gone except for Muninn's, right?
Yeah,
Right?
except for Muninn's, correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we don't have anything there though.
May I get a careful or clever roll from Muninn, I guess, because Deli was thinking about the camping gear thing.
Okay, I'll do clever.
Yeah.
With that roll, the thought pops up in your mind. Hey, there were a bunch of soldiers who were like traveling south, following the road. Soldiers carry camping gear.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh la la.
Do we want to steal it from them?
There were
Well-
like 20 soldiers, followed by like 10 prisoners of war that they were escorting.
Yeah, I remember that. Suppose the question is, could we find them? If we did, so let's say we don't do that. I mean, we could do that, but if we didn't do that,
For finding the soldiers, give me another clever or careful. This is just
okay.
like Muninn or whomever's speculation, not necessarily actual fact.
Okay. Oh, there goes all my good rolls for today.
The soldiers, more likely than not, will stick to the road, and they will probably prefer sleeping in houses rather than like spending a night under the stars, even with camping gear.
Ooh, so they don't even need the gear, so it's right for the
Practically
taking.
not even stealing. It's just
Yeah.
you're not using it.
It's a good deed. We were, you know, we wanted to carry it.
You know?
Do a reminder that there were like 20 of them.
Illona, you're really good at sneaking.
Exactly, I was thinking that.
I will take this job. Don't even ask me twice. I will take it.
Should we see if we can find them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, very nice. A very nice solution.
Sure. Do you guys proceed down the road then towards the actual village?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. As you start going down the road, you won't see like a lot of people, like caring about their business or whatever, presumably because of the plague going on. But also, as you continue walking, you will hear loud shouting coming from like more towards the village center. Do you continue on your way? Or you can also like try to like listen, like, oh, what's that shouting about and all that. Up to you guys.
I think Illona would like stay and listen like a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, then can I get a careful roll?
Mm.
Mm.
Is that enough?
Oh, I was waiting to see if someone else would also roll, but okay.
Oh yeah, I was
Okay.
like thinking about it. I don't know. Like
Sure.
I couldn't decide.
Well, with that roll, yeah, you don't recognize who is yelling Illona, but you recognize the language. It's the Teeironor language. The language also of the soldiers.
Oh, the soldiers.
Do they sound frightened, or is it just like they're angry yelling? What kind of yelling are we working with?
You're not super sure if it's anger or someone shouting orders.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. Well, in any case, it means they're there.
Yeah.
Probably. So, I mean, so we're going to go into the village anyway? Like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we can have a quick peek and see what we see. If everyone else wants to.
Sure.
Sure. Entirely up to you guys. So, well, I should ask. as you're heading further towards the village, are you taking like any steps to try to remain unseen or whatever? Also considering that you're carrying a big stone statue.
Oh, I forgot about that one again.
No.
Yeah. I'm wondering if like maybe Illona should just like try to sneak in, kind of to see. I don't know.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
And then
Scout ahead.
sneak. Yeah.
All right. Sneakily, I sneak in and have a sneaky little look.
May I get a sneaky roll from you, Illona?
Hey.
Okay. A 3. That is the number people will be required to beat if they like start looking. All right? Did you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So you head towards the village, and I'll actually change the background music for this to a theme we haven't heard since like episode 3, I think.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Nostalgia.
I suppose. Yeah. You see, the street is like more or less empty. But pretty much the first thing you stumble on is a dead body.
Oh no.
Very clearly from a sword stab wound.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Caramel sword stab wound, maybe even.
You're free to come to whatever conclusions you'd like.
Conclusions. Yeah, okay. I guess I sneak a little bit further just to like really like behind house walls and everything, just like glance and where's the shouting coming from.
Sure. As you get closer, also the shouting becomes ever more clearer. You do speak the language. And since you're getting closer to them, it's also easier to understand. It's one person shouting, like one person shouting in Caramel, not like the entire soldier squad. And it's one guy saying, "Come on, I thought you people were renowned for your drink. Where's a proper drink for proper soldiers of the Empire? Anyone?"
Oh.
You don't hear like you don't hear like people replying. Do you go closer?
No, I'll stay at this distance.
From this distance, you won't be able to observe much, I'll mention.
Okay, I'll move closer.
Sure. You move closer, and let me roll for like any possible like, because basically these are still professional soldiers. They will still like keep a bit of a watch. So I'll roll to see if anybody spots you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For the viewers, I got a 2. But yeah, Illona, you go unnoticed. You see like some soldiers like paying attention to like the road to see is anyone like coming, and also like there are some soldiers in the rear guard keeping watch over the prisoners. In the more or less like almost central town square of the village, you see the Caramel captain that was leading the group that you saw was limping in the first time you guys met him from a distance, and he's the one shouting about drinks. He pulls out a pistol, tries to shoot it, and because it's raining, nothing happens, and he like throws the pistol down in fury and says, "Great proper soldiers of the Empire, you dumb peasants, you two, break open that house." And 2 of the soldiers rush in to break open a house.
He was going to like just shoot at the sky or something? Like, was he aiming at anything?
He wasn't aiming at anything. Yeah, he was aiming like towards the sky.
What a piece of work.
Go to therapy.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I know what they want, and I don't think I can like gain any more knowledge from staying here and looking. So Illona might head back again.
Sure. I'm gonna roll again to see if you are spotted.
Oh shit, again? Oh fuck.
I mean, you'll be passing by the sentries again.
Yeah.
About the
I got a 0.
about the camping gear. Are we trying to get it, or are we?
Oh, you meant I should get it myself? I thought I was reporting just... Oh.
I don't know. Like
I will
because
mention.
I thought you were going there anyway, and you're the sneaky one.
I will mention. You do see that these soldiers are carrying their supplies like more or less on their backs in backpacks, not like in a cart or whatever.
Oh, that makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe...
I suppose. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say. I suppose you could. If you wanted to do this on your own, it would be very risky. But this could work not on your own as well. But in Skyrim, where like you can lead people away, or just any stealth game, you can lead people away like just on their own. You could probably try doing that, maybe, or we could all try doing that, maybe. I don't know.
Is it...
Like ambush a person, like an individual, basically.
Yeah.
Also, Illona, I gave you a fate point because I forgot to refresh your fate points. My apologies.
Is it okay if I revert on the decision of going back and staying there, or
It's perfectly fine, and we will disregard the roll that I just made.
Thank you.
I will like when Dely first said that, I was honestly thinking of like compelling Illona to do the Skyrim thing of putting buckets on their heads.
Oh yeah, somebody do that.
But I'll refrain. Illona can do that if she wants, but I won't compel her.
Alrighty. So, do I see somebody who looks like kind of secluded and just, I don't know.
From the soldiers, you mean?
Yeah.
Give me a careful. Illona rolled a 2. With that roll, Illona notices that even in like this state of like the captain is just looking for a drink. By the way, caramel people aren't really usually supposed to drink, generally speaking. But anyway, even in this state, they still hold like a pretty organized formation, and they have like set sentries to watch over the prisoners. Like they're an organized bunch, at least at the moment.
So I have like two thoughts in my head right now.
Just to describe, because you inspecting that will mean a little bit of time passes. The soldiers force open the door. It's for a more typical like hovel, if that makes sense, and they rush in, and you hear like panic screams on the inside, and also the soldiers shouting, and eventually they like drag people out, but the soldiers stay in, presumably to like search the place.
Alright.
Do you need me to like describe like what other like your general environment, like what other houses or whatever are next to you, close to you?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting you, Show&Tell. Just real brief. On a little hill overlooking the like central town square, for lack of a better term, is what looks to be a noble person's estate. On the opposite side, there is a church, sort of as you can see on the map as well, and everywhere like. The road is also like surrounded by like hovels, not hovels, but like houses, more like not important looking houses, if that makes sense. The soldiers seem more focused on the like houses rather than on the estate or the church, at least for the moment.
So I was thinking of like either... No, it was probably a bad idea with the soldiers because they'll go like in guard mode. If I throw like a Molotov or something in that direction, just like make fire, make chaos. But since they're trained and everything, so I don't think it would be a good idea.
It's also raining, and you saw that when he tried to shoot when it was raining, it didn't work. Show&Tell, what did you want to say? I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, Jim, I just said nice.
Oh, okay.
Nothing important.
Sorry, okay.
Anybody has ideas except the buckets, or also buckets, but more than buckets?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The buckets would be funny. But, I guess like just making a sound or something that is like intentionally suspicious, so that a guard would come over or something. Like, I think that's what I said earlier, but still, like, that's the only other thing I could think of.
Mm.
I'm saying is if it like one person will come, like.
Yeah, there's no
Maybe.
guarantee that only one will come. That's the thing.
Could be.
Maybe if I like throw something at a cornered alleyway, like to get them more out of line. Maybe I'll do that. I'll throw. Do I have like a vase or something close to me, or like a stone?
Yeah, you can find stones anywhere. What was the first word that you were asking about?
Vase. How do you pronounce that word?
Yeah, I think you can pronounce it both ways. Like vase or vase or something.
Thank you.
Oh, a vase, like a flower vase, you meant?
Yeah, like a flower pot.
No vases, but you can find plenty of stones.
And I'll pick a stone, and then I'll aim for an alleyway behind a guard, kind of ish.
Okay. May I get a flashy from you? With keeping in mind that rolling a bad flashy might mean some bad stuff will happen.
Yeah.
Oh, 1. Okay, let me also roll something for the guards. Okay, with that roll, you draw the attention of 2 of the guards as they're like looking around, and one of them says, "I think some dumb kid is playing a prank on us. We'll get that kid. I'm sure we can force the parents to get drinks for the captain. Why do I have to do it? You do it. Fine, we'll do it together." And both guards like briefly break ranks to go in your direction, because they're not dumb to like look for where the stone was thrown. They're gonna look for where it came from. According to that roll of 4 that I got.
Okay, so I will move.
Okay. Can I get another sneaky from you? Got a 4. Okay.
Oh.
We tied. Again, tie on an overcome roll either means you fail or you succeed at a negative cost.
I'll take the negative cost, please.
Okay, then I need to think about this a little.
Does anyone ever choose to fail? I really wonder.
Sometimes, like, at least in the other campaign, they have.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, usually they do it when they're like, well, I didn't really care too much about this, and I'd rather not have the unpredictability of a negative cost.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
Obviously, I'll always present the option because it is an option that you guys have. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the negative cost will be you manage to like sneak your way move sufficiently back from these two soldiers that are like investigating, and they're like poking at the bush you were hiding in or whatever, and they're like peering around and they're saying must have run off. But the negative thing is another guard will like look at them and say, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're looking for some dumb kid that throws stone at us. Want me to help you? Sure. And now there's 3 guards looking for you.
Okay, I will retreat by now. But like either I could take on 3 guards if I lure them far away enough, which I think I could, as long as like I don't get
Well, you could lure them. Say you wanted to do that, you could probably lure them back here with like where Anghel and I are. Like you probably could take 3 of them on easily, but like if you wanted us 2 to get involved as well, that could probably work.
That would be a battle though, because you have, I mean, you have like 1 consequence.
It would be a battle, and these are like soldiers, not like run-of-the-mill people.
Same. Easy. No.
And you're free to decide whatever you like, but obviously soldiers going missing will probably be noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's up to you then, I guess. Like, we could try taking on 3, or like it might be a little bit longer winded, but like you could probably like get them to forget about you, and then like it really does seem like a Skyrim kind of thing, but like you could probably like hide away from them enough so that they stop looking for you, and then try to get one on his own again. If you know what I mean.
Just don't really know what I will do when I have him. Like my plan was to like sneak up behind him and grab his gear, but I don't think that will work.
It would definitely be with 3 of them. It would be really hard. If it was just one of them, like you could do it non-lethally, if you know what I mean.
Also, like it's in a more or less a backpack, which is not super easy to steal.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also try. This isn't like me suggesting stuff. This is like trying to keep your options open, I guess. You could also try to get them to put their backpacks down if you think about it.
Like, how would I do that? Hey, sir, put your backpack down.
Yeah. That's true though. That is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would we do that?
Maybe if we wait until they like pretty settled for the day, that they have places to sleep in, then we'll come back.
Yeah, that sounds good. And that would obviously that would make them stop looking for you. I mean, I assume it depends how long they would be looking for you, but like that would also mean that it gives them time to stop looking for you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, would you need to like go? I mean, I don't know. Are they going to like stay inside houses or something? Like, are you going to need to go inside? Or I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it depends. We could probably like time it in a way. So let's say we did do this, we could probably time it in a way where we're just watching them for a while, and then when they finally do like decide to go in for the day, like catch them just before they go in or something, like into a house. Because if like you're right, show and tell, if they're in a house, it would be harder to pull off the plan.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, I mean, if they go in, they will probably put down their, supplies.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you can just like sneak in and take, I don't know though, if it's worth all the hassle.
What do you think, Ashen?
Tough decision. Tough.
May I offer you a compel, Illona, Ashen?
Yes, I'm stuck, please.
I mean, it's a compel, so it probably won't be like a good solution, a good option, but I think it would be fun. Your experienced risk taker aspect. I was thinking, these guys think a kid's throwing rocks at them. Throw a rock at them.
But why? How? What the hell?
Partly for like mischief's sake, and partly because it would really get their attention.
So then I would be like,
And we want their attention.
If you threw a rock hard enough, you could probably knock them out.
but like, if I threw one rock and I have to like hit the heads of 3 people with one,
I would treat it as a forceful attack.
I'm not really forceful.
Oh, yeah. No, not at all.
But you could be very lucky. Like, it is mathematically possible for you to knock out a guard with... Yeah. Unlikely, but possible.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Go, let's go.
You accept the compel?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So, you tell me what happens, Ashen.
So I throw a rock at them and then I hide behind a corner or something.
Okay. Then may I please get a forceful attack from you?
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Tie means you get an advantage.
Experienced rock thrower.
Sure. Okay. And now we will enter proper initiative order.
Oh no.
So they have seen me and everything now, or what?
Well, we're about to determine that.
Okay.
I would kindly ask you once again to give me a sneaky roll, and I'll pose with a better careful.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Yes.
So, you throw the rock, and it... I think what happens is you hit like a backpack or like something that like doesn't particularly hurt, but still like conveys the intent of someone throwing a rock at them. And the person you throw a rock at says, in caramel obviously, "The little asshole just threw a rock at me. Oh, screw this. Get him and run him through already." And the soldiers pull out their swords as they're aggressively looking for you this time. It is your turn on the initiative order.
I will sit down at the corner and also scream, "Hey, where you going?"
Can I ask above? Actually, should I ask this? Well, I think they know where the rock came from.
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
Like, if there was someone who run, like, who...
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I sort of misunderstood what you were saying. Okay.
I'm trying to make it, like, seem as I did nothing wrong. It was not me. Like, somebody else who just ran away did it.
Sure. Can I get a sneaky roll from you, and I'll treat this... well, actually, I'll ask you. Would you... Let's ignore that roll, because I should have asked you first. Would you like to treat this as a quote-unquote attack against them? Again, defeating them with attacks doesn't necessarily mean that they're dead. It just means that they'd be out of the combat, if that makes sense. So, is this a quote-unquote attack against them? Or is this you trying to create an advantage?
I guess it's an attack.
Sure. Then please roll again.
I already rolled a good one. Ah.
Okay. You deal quote-unquote free damage, and free damage to them, as you successfully they run towards your voice where it came from, and obviously they see you there. Well, obviously a grown woman, obviously not the child they're looking for, and they say, "Where'd the brat go?"
I don't know. He ran into me, so I fell down here.
You two go look after him.
Should I help you look?
Who are you?
I'm not from here. I'm a traveler, but I just came into town. But I get run by a little punk. I want to get his ass.
Where are you from?
Is this an interrogation all of a sudden? I just want to get that man.
Because you rolled so well, and only because of that.
Yeah.
Hassan, go get the little kid before he gets away. We're staying here to deal with this person. And one of the guards runs off to get the imaginary kid.
Oh.
Their turn. They will basically try to intimidate you by still with their weapons drawn, closing in on you, and they will say, "Get up! Tell us your business right now."
Look, Illona's slowly getting up.
Well, this was an attack by them against you, so let's see how the attack does first. I'm gonna roll their forceful, and you tell me how you defend.
By following their orders and seeming pretty unfazed, just cooperating.
Sounds like a careful defense.
Ooh.
Okay. You quote-unquote evade the attack, as you seem completely innocent. They still have this stern gaze on them as they look at you. So what do you do as they say, "Stand up"? Who are you?
Wait, I just gotta clear one thing first with you. Do I have an accent that would be noticeable for the caramel people?
You definitely don't look like a local. As for the accent, you do have an accent when speaking caramel, but on the other hand, these are soldiers. They wouldn't be trained to recognize, oh yeah, that's the accent of a Tivian or the accent of a whatever.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're clearly not a native speaker, but they also oh yeah, she's a foreigner. As to what kind of foreigner, we better get the captain for that. That would sort of be their train of thought.
Okay.
So, it's your turn.
So, Illona would I think, make up a story on the spot how she would be have been allied to the caramel people and I don't know, some story
Maybe you're a mercenary because there was a war that just ended, something like that.
Yeah, good idea. Thank you.
I'm usually not one to offer suggestions, but because it's technically quote unquote my world, even though it's inspired by the real world, I should probably offer some contextual suggestions. Okay. I would treat this as a sneaky attack.
Mm-hmm. And sneaky comes now. Oh. Can I use a fate point to reroll?
Sure. Well, let's see what I roll first. Okay. What are you invoking to reroll?
Running from a past life.
Sure. Then give me a reroll, please. Okay. Well done. Yeah, you invent this story about how you were a mercenary and like why they're, and you quickly start seeing them like lose interest, like probably thinking this person was on our side. If we like use police brutality on them or something, it's probably like gonna bite us in the ass. And I'm not sure if we should do that, something like that. But one the soldier you threw a rock at will say, so what were you doing in this alleyway? As a careful attack.
I was just coming into town looking for a place to sleep. I got jumped by a pack of bandits, and my sleeping gear got taken. So thought I'd find some place to sleep.
In an alleyway?
No, I'm just coming into the city.
But you're not on the road. You're in an alleyway.
Yeah, sometimes I don't take the road.
Give me a sneaky, I guess, defense. Tie means they get an advantage.
Okay.
I'll call it determined pursuers, I guess. Your turn.
Do you guys have any like sleeping gear that I could use?
What's that? Any business of yours?
Since I helped you out in the war, I'm wondering if that might get like a sleeping bag, just if you have.
They look at each other, and one of them says, "Well, you know, Ali has that extra one from Shut Up." And he extends a hand towards you, clearly expecting money.
I do have a bit of coin, right?
You do have coin, but again, there's the issue of you either have like the really small, almost worthless currency, or the like really valuable gold coins.
Okay, I put out the small worthless things, and like again, I just got robbed by bandits.
How much do you put out? That came out wrong. Sorry.
I guess all of the rubbish coins I have.
Okay, and that's not an insignificant amount. I treat. Would you consider this action as like part of combat or?
Sure, yeah.
Then I would treat it as a flashy attack.
Oh, what would happen otherwise if I didn't take it part of combat?
Then it would just be an RP thing, and I'd ask you to do like something on your turn.
Okay, so they would like it would be up to them then to like get the money or decide what to do with the sleeping bag. I don't understand.
Basically, currently you're like, here's my money for your sleeping bag, and it's either this is like an attack, because this is your turn technically. It's either you attacking them in combat, not like physically attacking them, but again attacking them to like GTFO or leave you alone or you get what you want, etc. Or we can just treat this as like part of the like role play. And again, I'll ask you, okay, you try to offer them this sum of money. I'll tell you what happens. But then I'm going to ask you do something on your turn. So that's...
Okay. I think I'll take it as an RP thing because I have shit flashy roll and I don't want to do that.
Sure. You offer up that money, and the second guard, soldier will like let out a whistle. The first guard will like elbow him like, hey, don't flash your cards like that. And the first guard will say, I don't think that's enough. Well, it's really Ali who should decide. You shut the hell up. I don't think that's enough.
Illona put the money back in her pocket and then like, I guess
no. It's a start. It's a start. Leave the money.
It's all I got for now. But I want the sleeping bag, or I'm gonna find some other thing.
Well,
so.
well, maybe we can trade in something other than money.
Illona's like sighing, like rolling her eyes, like, what are you talking about?
What else do you have on you?
Nothing of value for like the third time now. I just got hit by a band of robbers, so.
And I will remind you as the GM that it's your turn, and I'll kindly ask you to quote-unquote do something. In terms of game mechanics.
Can I like make an attempt at their like pride or like intellect by like for the third time? I got hit by a band. It's not that hard to like hear. I don't have any more valuable stuff on me.
Sure, sounds like a flashy or clever attack.
Clever, let's go.
Okay, a 5 to a 3, and the second guard, the one that's like more amicable to you, will say, you know, you take care of this. I'm gonna go help Hassan with the kid. Hey, don't leave me. Oh, fuck's sake. So now there's just one guard left because you've quote unquote knocked out a guard.
Nice.
On his turn, he will say, I don't believe that. And he points at you with his sword. Turn your pockets inside out.
What do I have?
I will treat this as a forceful attack by him against you. How do you defend yourself?
The thing is, I need 3 sleeping bags. Still like unfazed and cooperating, like I'm not scared of him. Like, really, this is what you're gonna do? I just helped you like with the war, and this is how I get treated.
Sounds like a flashy defense.
Isn't it more like clever? I'm like, I'm not freaking out just yet. Just like,
No, the way you're wording it, it's clearly flashy, like you're putting on a display.
Okay.
How do you take 4 points of damage?
Do I have the aspects right?
You can potentially use aspects to mitigate it, sure.
Yeah, I would do that. Experienced rock thrower. Coming in handy.
The advantage you mean. Sure, I'm not opposed to it, but could you please briefly justify to me why being an experienced rock thrower would aid you in not being intimidated by the soldier?
More like him not being whatever.
Again, I'm not against it. I'm just like asking you to please provide me a little bit of a justification.
Since I was so useful in the war, I know I have experience, like everything, you know? Also throwing rocks.
Okay. Throwing rocks isn't really a part of warfare, but sure, fine. I will take it for now. Are you using it to reroll or to give yourself +2?
+2, and I'll take stress rate.
3 points of damage?
Oh yeah, I still have my 2 stress from last time. I forgot that.
Yeah, because you haven't had the chance to rest, but still, a 5... Oh, actually, a 5 to 3, yeah, it's 2, but still it'll be your level 3 stress, yeah. Sorry, I miscalculated. It is 2 damage, which would probably be your free stress or your level 4 consequence. Do you take your level 3 stress?
Could I theoretically like use the determined pursuer from the soldiers? No.
Because it's their advantage, you have to spend fate points to invoke it.
Okay.
So you can, and it's a good question. And technically in any campaign I've DM'd, nobody has ever used the opponent's advantage against them. It's completely legal to do so. It's just that you have to spend fate points. So you can if you want to.
Interesting.
Sorry if I didn't explain this rule to you guys, but yeah, you can use other people's advantages or aspects if you discover them, but you have to spend fate points.
I see. I think I'll take the damage then, and it goes to my 3 stress.
Sure. Very well. It is your turn. What happens is, again, he yells at you, pointing his sword at you, turn your pockets inside out. It doesn't mean that that's what you have to do, but rather he feels very intimidating and you feel off your game with him. Make sense?
Yes.
Currently your turn.
Think brain. Use the brain juices. I'm thinking if I should like turn it against him and be like, what if you give me your sleeping kit and you will live, you know? Like that. Or if I like continue like I really don't have anything useful on me.
Dely and Show&Tell, because I don't really want to like keep you guys out, you can also like advise Ashen if you'd like.
Please do. Please help. Please.
Yeah. I guess another thing you could try is like try to convince the guard that it's really not worth his time to, because it's kind of a waste of time, right, for both of you. So you could try to convince him, like, look, like this is ridiculous.
I mean, to be fair, obviously, Illona, you can do that, but the obvious thing that he'll reply, and you would notice, the thing he was doing before, like, this whole chase happened was standing. Waiting. That was the thing he was doing before.
Okay.
Well, but he's just exerting, energy for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it is better to
Kill,
stand there.
bro. Yeah, I don't know.
What kind of I guess attack would that be? Just out of curiosity, if Illona did do that.
Like saying, "Look, we're both wasting time," etc. That I would take as a careful attack.
Oh, okay. Cool. So that's not so bad as far as stats.
Yeah. Yeah, good try, dude. This is like, you don't want to get into a fight with me. This is like just wasting time.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's your approach, I would treat that as a careful attack. Could you please roll for me?
Yes, sir.
Wait.
Still says it's rolling on my end. Sorry.
Oh no.
If you guys... Okay, free. Okay, so you actually do deal a little bit of damage, but I'll use Determined Pursuers to mitigate that damage.
Okay.
And he'll say, on the contrary, I think your business is very clearly my business. You're a very suspicious individual, sneaking around before the Almighty Sultan's army. What are you hiding? And I will treat this as a forceful attack against you because he's being intimidating.
Illona, she still has a broken face, right? So we should like point to her face. I don't know. Think that will say something.
Is that your way of defending against his interrogation?
Yeah, kind of like.
I would treat that as a flashy defense.
No. Okay, how do I make this like clever? She's hiding because she don't want to deal with more bandits. and she also has a broken face, so she kind of want to like stay low.
Maybe you should think about saying that.
Yeah, that's what I meant by saying it now. Sorry, I should be more clear.
Well, okay. So, just to set things clear, he like comes at you all accusingly, like, why are you hiding from the Sultan soldiers? You're suspicious. What's up with you? How do you reply to that?
The story again, like with the bandage, she's like, she don't want to get spotted, and she also has a broken, achy face. So just taking a bit chill for her right now.
Sure. Sounds like a sneaky defense.
Yay!
Ooh, that works.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You got a very good roll. You create an advantage. Do you have a name for your advantage?
Persuading?
Sure. While I type that in, it is your turn.
I will be like, okay, look, I've had a really rough time. I just want somewhere to sleep. Please help me out. It's just like all I want, a sleeping bag.
Does it look like? Does it? Wait, sorry. My bad, because you didn't finish your sentence that you want a sleeping bag. And he says, and I'm telling you, hand out the money for that.
I showed you all money I had. There wasn't enough. Just like show some respect for people who also helped you in the war, please.
Is this an attack against him, or?
Yeah.
Sounds like a flashy attack.
Is it really?
Yeah. You're like amping yourself, like, I did so much for you and you're not helping me, blah blah blah. It's clearly pretty flashy.
Back in my day.
You're being like, you're being like boisterous, if that makes sense.
Okay, let's go with the pity party instead. Let's be like, I'm just like a broken faced woman, and I've got no place to sleep.
It's still flashy because it's still putting on a display, just a different one.
Neutrally. Okay, I'll change wording then, I guess.
Sure.
To someone.
Well, what are you doing? Sorry. Go ahead.
What am I doing? Just like very, very like casual. Look, I just want a sleeping bag. Then I'm out of here. You don't have to ever like see me again. This could be all over.
Sounds like a careful attack.
Yes. Hell yeah. Hell no. Should have gone with the flashing. Rerolling time, I guess.
Well, what? Okay, so a -1 to a 5. Okay.
8 point and reroll.
What are you invoking?
I am invoking as much as
Sorry, could you use the persuading advantage if you couldn't find a?
Oh yeah, good idea.
Okay, cool.
That's what I do. Thanks.
Okay, use persuading to reroll. Please give me a reroll.
Oh.
Ooh, that's better.
Okay, so you got a 3. Just because I have a little bit of lag and sometimes I don't show the screen to the viewers, could you guys, whenever you roll something, say, I rolled a whatever, okay?
Sure.
Oh.
I rolled a
Sounds good.
3.
Okay. So 5 to a 3. Okay. Was
I guess
that...
I will have to do fate point to get the tie.
Well, it's an attack. Yeah, you're attacking them. So, before with a -1, with that big of a failure, it meant that the soldier got an advantage. With a 3 to his 5, it just means that nothing happens.
That's fine.
Do you still want to spend fate points, or is this alright?
This is alright.
Okay. And then he'll shake his head and say, "Oh, I don't think so. Well, if you're clearly such a valued ally of the Empire, I'm sure you know of our not so favorable financial situation. You know, we haven't been paid in months already. Come on, help a good soldier out. This is a forceful attack against you." I got a 2.
Illona would be like attacking his ego again and be like, "Is this really how low you sank?"
Sounds like a careful or flashy attack.
Careful it is.
Defense rather, my bad. Okay, you successfully defend yourself as he like withdraws his hand. It is your turn.
I don't know how to like treat this. I really don't. It's so like usually in combat it's so like straightforward with just like bang boom violence, and now it's like I want a sleeping bag, please.
I mean, you could turn this to actual violence if you'd like.
But then I would have like 20 more soldiers on me. They would definitely come more.
Probably. Again, Dely and Show&Tell can also provide advice if you'd like, but obviously it's Ashen's decision how to act.
How much does he have left, like on the soldier?
Like how many quote-unquote hit points? It's a bit hard to describe in like Fate's health system, especially since he's a mook, not like an actual NPC. Let's say he can take 3 damage, and then on the second hit he would be out. Does that make sense? So if you, for example, deal 4 damage in 1 hit, he'd be out.
That sounds cool.
Or 1 damage and then 1 damage later. Again, Fate is a bit complicated, but yeah.
So it's my turn to attack then, or?
It is, correct.
You could always... you could always... I mean, maybe you can't because of Fate's gameplay, but you could always just, like, leave the combat and, like...
I mean...
But then I feel like, because if you do that...
That would be conceding. That would mean conceding.
Yeah. And then, yeah. So maybe don't do that. If not, you could always, like... promise, maybe not, I don't know. I was gonna say, maybe you could promise, like, oh, I have friends over there, maybe, I don't know. They could pay for a little bit of, like, they have gold on them, so if they could, like, you know, pitch in, I don't know.
True.
But then maybe that might not be a good idea because that probably won't line up with the story that you've sold them, you know?
I'm just a lonesome woman. Have friends.
Yeah. I got friends.
Maybe I can do like some sneaky shit, like aiming at his backpack and be like distracting while I try to take his sleeping bag. I think you do something like that, maybe.
And that would be a multi-stage process, let's say that, because like that backpack is like strapped quite well to his back, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Basically, I treat it as like multiple attacks over multiple turns, something like that. Probably over 2 turns, if I'm thinking about it.
I see. Then it's not maybe the best idea. Just want like 4 more damage. 4 more damage. That's all I want.
Maybe then, like, you could. It might not be a great like attack narratively, but then you could say like, oh well, what about like your other like soldiers? Do they have any like anything I can take from them, sort of thing, like diverting attention from you two towards like the other soldiers?
Good idea. Sure, I'll try that.
So what do you do or say?
What Muninn said.
Which is?
Do your friends have anything more available? Can I talk to Ali with his backpack?
Okay, sounds... Yeah, either a careful... yeah, I'm leaning towards a careful or maybe clever or flashy attack. I leave the choice up to you.
Then I'll go for clever.
Please roll them.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh no! This conversation is between the two of us. I'm not living here without getting paid. And he takes like a step closer to you. He gains an advantage with that big of a difference.
Okay.
I
think narratively I'm like at a point where I think Illona would like snap at this. I don't know. Okay. Alright.
I will mention it is the soldier's turn, so if you're planning on like attacking him, do wait, but if you're planning on just saying something in RP, you can say it.
Okay, I'll hold my tongue for now because I can say it later.
I'm up to you. It's just that if it's something that would impact the gameplay, I'd ask you to wait. If it's not really, then you can do it. Okay?
Not really, but I think it's cool if I wait.
Okay. Then, on his turn, taking another step closer to you and say, cough it up, like dropping all pretense, just this has turned into a mugging. How do you defend yourself from his intimidation?
Again, by seeming very unfazed and just like saying nothing, doing nothing.
Sounds like a flashy defense. Flashy or careful, I guess.
Oh, can I be careful?
Okay, fair enough, my bad.
It didn't even matter that.
That'll be 1 point of damage. But I will use my determined pursuers to make it 3 points of damage.
I'll use a fate point to mitigate it, and I will use experience risk taker.
Alright. Can I please get a... What are you doing? To give yourself +2 or reroll?
+2.
Okay, that would still be 1 point of damage.
Oh, I guess reroll then.
And then give me a reroll. You have to beat a 5.
A 5.
Blimey.
Okay, I pray to all the gods. Let's go!
Oh no.
Gods are not the best for me, man.
5 points of damage would
So
mean...
it's just shit.
5 points of damage, because it's a 5 to a 0, would mean you'd be knocked out of the fight.
So either I go with the one more fate point. Okay, I press my luck. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Are you spending another fate point to reroll?
Yeah.
What are you invoking?
I can't do the same, right? I have to do something else.
Yeah, you have to do something else.
Oh, running from a pay slave.
Sure. Give me a reroll.
Come on, please. Let's go. Back where we started.
Okay. A 2. Again, I would ask when you roll something to please let me know the result beforehand, okay?
Oh, I forgot. 2, yes.
So that's 3 points of damage, still.
And I can only do that as my level 4 consequence, right? Or
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna press it and use your level 2 consequence to deal 5 to knock you out of the fight.
Oh,
okay. Fuck. I can't use stunts now, right? It's too late for that.
After the roll is resolved.
Okay.
So currently we're at a 5-point difference, because he now has a 7 to your 2. If you take these 5 points of damage, it would mean you'd be knocked out of the fight, meaning he gets to decide, like, oh yeah, he wins, he gets whatever the hell he wants from you.
Can I concede before that? Like, or just like...
No, you had to do that before the roll.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
So, this is like the last call. Are you gonna try to mitigate the roll again, or are we going through with this?
So I can only mitigate by 2. That would still mean I'm out of the fight, right?
Well, currently he's dealing 5. If you mitigate it by 2, that would be 3 points of damage. So you would not be out of the fight.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, but
Or compels.
but I am going to be a bit of a prick, but admittedly, he would act this way and use your level 6 consequence against you.
No.
So Illona, you are now knocked out of the fight. Your level 4 consequence will be freshly mugged, because that's what happened.
I see.
So basically,
What a dick bag.
he won this combat against you, meaning like he knocked you out of the fight, not just you conceding, so he gets everything he wants, meaning turn all your pockets over, he gets all your belongings.
What?
All right.
oh my god.
There you go, sir.
We just wanted a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now Illona got mugged. These things happen. So, what's in Illona's possession?
The ancient coins I have my daggers. I don't know, some snacks along the way, some berries.
Yeah, so it would be
Ancient, right?
I don't think he'll ask for like the various berries you've picked.
No? Tasty.
So he'll take your daggers. He will take the coins, the like worthless ones, but he'll also take the really valuable ones.
Mm-hmm.
And he will
No.
he will look at you in shock, like, okay, and he will think to himself, okay, definitely made the right decision by robbing you.
Oh no.
And in your possession, there are also 2 letters that he would very much like to take.
Okay.
Oh,
What? Oh man.
Okay. Does Illona have... Illona, do you have anything on you that's like, say, for instance, like a family heirloom or like a piece of insignia that would say something about you that would have personal value?
Nope.
Okay, very well. But he still leaves you very much destitute with just the clothes on your back.
I see.
And after you
this is brutal.
after you hand everything over to you, he'll give you a smile, and you say, "I hope we meet again," and he will turn to leave.
Bastard.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question because I really want to do this.
Yep, go ahead.
Would it be possible for me to use my stunt, the one kill stunt?
Just because this was combat fought fair and square, the answer is yes, but you'll have to like wait for a different scene. Make sense?
I guess yes. Okay.
So basically, like, you leave and return later, and or whatever, and when you return later, yeah, you can kill him and whatever.
Okay.
But for now, you are destitute.
Shit! I lost all my possessions. No.
In the back of your mind, you think you hear a bok, 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 bok in a very amused manner.
Oh no, the chickens make it worse. No.
Yeah. And what happens now? You did not succeed in like drawing these soldiers away. They would have returned to like the main town square, and you've lost all your possessions.
Illona was like very like eyes down, walking back, kind of like waddling back to Anghel and Muninn. Very sad.
How sad. I think it's the
Oh,
first
no.
fight we actually lost. Am I wrong?
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think so, yeah.
Damn.
I
This
guess.
is how it feels. Ah.
Oh, actually, I think Muninn might have lost when like they lost the orb. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think I could be mistaken. Or
Okay.
it's also possible that Muninn just like conceded the fight.
I'm pretty sure I must have lost.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like Muninn wouldn't
Yeah.
have. Oh, maybe they did. I don't know. I can't remember.
Out of curiosity, while this was going on, Illona would have been gone for like 10 to 15 minutes. What would Muninn and Anghel have been doing?
That's a good question. I think
Yeah.
like maybe after it. Sorry.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I said, yeah.
Oh, that's my bad. Sorry. I feel like maybe after like 10 minutes or so, or like maybe 15 minutes, Muninn would probably like have turned to Anghel at some point and sort of mention like, I mean, Illona's taking a while. Like, do you think we should probably like see what's happening?
Mm. Okay, but we won't like the battle's already done, right? Like it won't matter.
It is too late to intervene above board, but feel free to
Yeah.
act according to your characters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow, I don't know. I don't know what state of mind we're like Anghel's in. I guess, yeah, I guess you'll say yes.
As in Muninn will say like yes or like nod.
Yeah. As it like Muninn asked if they should check on her, right? So
Yeah.
you're not, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, like Muninn would like cautiously sort of lead the way and like walk sort of in the direction of where Illona went.
Hmm? And you would not have to go far, because at the same time you'd see Illona walking in your guys' direction.
Oh no.
You still hear shouting from the village.
I think Muninn would like sort of wave maybe as they approach, and when they're like in speaking distance, Muninn would say like, What took you so long? Like, did you get what we needed?
Illona would like almost sobbing, be like, "They're good. They're really good. They took everything."
What?
Oh, God.
I think Muninn to Anghel and then back to Illona and say, like, what do you mean they took everything?
They took all my belongings. I thought I had it.
No.
I feel like Muninn would probably, like, be in shock. Like, I don't know if they've seen Illona, like... Actually, maybe they have. I was going to say, I don't know if they've seen Illona like this. But
Keep
they
in
would say,
mind,
like...
a broken face and everything, so she's destroyed.
Yeah. I feel like Muninn would probably try to, like, comfort, like, Illona a little bit and be like, who did this to you?
Illona would not like answer who did it, but like just cry, I guess. Just emotional release.
You know, I just realized this, a messed up thing. You don't know the soldier's name if you like decide to pursue vengeance or whatever.
I don't know his face. I'll never
Oh,
forget.
no.
Sure, you know his face, but you don't know his name.
Yes.
Well, this is terrible. Muninn would ask, like, come on, like, where did they go? Like,
He went back to all the other soldiers, but there's so many of them, and I don't think we can just take it back like that.
well, I mean, Muninn would, like, look around maybe and say, like, well, it is getting late and guards have to sleep. Maybe we can go back and get your things, like, when everyone's sleeping. Like, maybe there'll be a few that are awake, but we can deal with them.
I don't like
Illona would
this
like
idea.
nod, like still tears in her eyes, like yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And afterwards we can get ice cream.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh my
Muninn,
god.
may I offer you a compel, Muninn?
Yeah.
And also I need to have free fate points because now there's free players. I would like to compel your is very distrusting and secretive aspect. Specifically the secretive part, which would also like relate more so to caution. I think your attitude towards like this whole situation would be, well, you win some, you lose some, let's get out of here before the same happens to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also think Anghel wouldn't really, like, I don't know, want to get into trouble like this.
What do you say, David?
That is an interesting compel. However...
Oh, I just realized. Illona, were you carrying the basilisk pelt?
Oh my god.
Oh, what? Not really. But on her shoulder like that? I don't think so.
Like,
She must have left it behind. Right? So you did.
No, I don't know. I feel like...
I mean, it would be really noticeable. I don't think she can just walk around with it when she sneaks around.
I remember like something we talked about last time was like putting it on like a petrified arm. But that might not.
Munin's petrified arm. Right. I remember that. Okay, so Muninn would have it.
But
okay.
did we actually do it?
I'm not sure.
I'm willing to say that Muninn
Did we
would
talk
have
about the fact that it would fall off or something?
Oh
The
yeah.
arm. So I don't know. But in any case, I think that if she went, like, she knew she was going to sneak in, right? She wouldn't just go with it. It's very, I think.
Yeah, I'm willing to say that either Anghel or Muninn would have it. It's just, I also think the idea of Illona also losing it is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Just
Oh my
sorry,
god.
break the immersement, but can you hear my like dog barking in the background? She's like sleeping and barking in her sleep.
I cannot, so...
I can't either. But it's sweet.
Oh, bless. As far as the compel, by the way, I feel like I wanted to say yes, but I also want to like get back at the cards.
Yeah, like as a player, I want us to go there, but as Anghel, I don't think he would say yes.
Sure, but again, Dely, I understand what you're saying, but this is a compel, so I would require a yes or no answer.
Okay. I suppose if I can ask this, the yes or no would depend on what does everyone else think. Should we get?
Oh my
back
god,
at
I
the
heard
cards,
the
or-
bark.
Oh, she's so
Sorry.
sweet.
Ah,
Well, Dely, again, my compel is that Munin's attitude would be, let's get out of here, not revisit this story again, we lost, whatever, let's move on, and try to stay out of danger. My compel would be that would be Munin's attitude. As to whether, like, say, Muninn would conform to majority vote or whatever, I would leave that entirely up to you.
in that case, actually, now that I think about it, I think Muninn. I will accept the compel because Muninn might be a little bit. Now that I think about it, Muninn would probably be a little bit more cautious to get it back into danger, considering they're like one arm down. So yeah,
Yeah.
I will accept.
Okay, I gave you your fate point. So, what does Muninn say that's like to like discourage Illona, or to at least say, well, it's okay, but we should really stay out of danger or whatever?
I think Muninn would just do that, if you know what I mean. Like they'd sort of say like they'd So I'll RP it if you like, but like basically Muninn would like veer on the side of like we like it's sad that this happened, but we have to go. We have better things to worry about. So Muninn would probably say like it's like it's okay, Illona. Like we let's just get out of here. Like we can get you a new pair of daggers. We have ancient coins that would buy you like 10 or 20 pairs of daggers, probably 200 pairs. The sooner we deal with this basilisk situation and the ogre, the better.
Illona would like be because Muninn still said the things before, right? Like before the compel.
I would above board, since the things they said are like so opposed to what they're saying now. I would probably imagine that they didn't say those things, at least not using those words.
Okay. Illona would be like, this is just like the time where you went for the books instead when I drowned at the river.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
No tripping.
Oh, I feel really bad. I think Muninn.
Above board, Dely, you still have to follow your compel, though.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Muninn would like feel. Yeah, Muninn would feel a little bit bad, but like as a sort of defense, kind of a little bit defensively, they would say like, "Well, this isn't about like. I'm just trying to like do what's best for all of us, and risking all of us like risking a fight right now isn't exactly like the best thing for us." And they would like point to their arm and then like point, like sort of like not point, but like make like reference or whatever, like not you know what
Motion
I mean, like yeah, motion, yeah, that's right, like motion towards like Illona's like broken face.
I think Illona would
Yeah.
like nod and like wipe some snot away.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so adorable in a pathetic kind of way.
I feel like Muninn would like maybe tap like Illona's shoulder to like reassure her again. Just be like, look, like if we come back this way again and the guards are still here, when we're in better shape, you can do what you like to whoever did this to you.
There's like this like tiny little fire in Illona's eye coming back and you're like, yeah. Yeah.
But I will say, Muninn would like, because of the compel, Muninn would like reiterate like, but this isn't now. This is later.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I think Anghel's just like kind of uncomfortable. Like he kind of feels bad for Illona, but also I think maybe a part of him is like, oh, she did it to herself. Oh, that's not fair. She went to get sleeping bags for all of them. Well, I don't know. But anyway, he doesn't say much. He's just like, yeah, I think he sides with Muninn though, at heart.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it.
So what happens?
Yeah, I guess what does happen? Are we staying out in the rain after all this?
Yes, even
I guess
more
Muninn would like look. Sorry.
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, it's all good. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Muninn would probably look around to see if there's like any massive like trees or anything like along. Like Muninn would look to see if there are any trees, sort of towards like the eastern road that they can see that we could probably like sit under or something.
I mean, there's the forest, but if you're looking for like
Right.
just a tree to like shelter under,
Yeah.
well, next to the road, I mean, you're far away at the moment. You're a bit far away to actually look. You'd have to like go in that direction.
Okay. In that case, I think that's fair enough. And in that case, Muninn would sort of like try and like reassure everyone and say like, look, we can let's go basically. Muninn would say like, let's follow the road, and if we find like a tree with enough shelter, we can sit under it for a while.
Are you still taking the statue?
I think
guess
so. Yes.
Yeah.
We're still hoping to revive this guy or something, no? So that
Hopefully
Illona
at some
doesn't have
point,
to. Illona doesn't have to turn into always thirsty. I think that's why we carried him in the first place.
Sure. Ashen?
Yep.
Show&Tell and Dely have said that they're going. Is Illona also going? Like, I'm waiting for everyone to like...
Yes.
Okay.
She's
Okay. You guys should still have like full control of your tokens on the little map. So feel free to like click and drag them around to where you would be going, okay?
Okay.
Okay, where are we going? Like by the road? Like we're looking for trees by the road? That was
Yeah, like this way, right?
okay.
Okay.
And we're headed that way.
Sure. No rolls required. There are occasional trees that you can shelter under while close to the road. It's getting... Probably the sun is setting at this point. Is your plan to rest underneath like a tree like close to the road?
Yeah, I think so.
I I feel like it might be a good idea to have at least one person awake at a time, though.
As a guard, like a lookout.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, Muninn could volunteer to go first, for example, and like Ashen and Illona
Honestly-
could try to get some sleep.
I mean, I think in terms of like Anghel, I think is the least like the last one who needs rest at the moment.
Yeah,
Like-
actually, that's a fair point.
So you could stead watch first if you wanted.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you, actually.
Awesome. Okay. So I guess they go to sleep.
Yeah, Muninn and Illona. I was going to say Ashen, but that's not. I was like, that's not right.
Mhm. Sure. You'd proceed to go to sleep and rest up as the sun continues to set and night falls. You won't see too many people like heading back from the fields towards the village because of the plague and all that. The like shouting from the village has quieted down, whatever that may mean. Yeah, and you rest. The first watch, quote unquote, goes by uneventfully. Who shall take the Who shall take the second watch?
We're like equally worse off, right?
Illona's slightly worse off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the one stress.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ba-
Muninn, if
basically, a leaf could fall on Illona and she would pass out. But if a leaf were to fall on Muninn could still go on.
okay.
Wait, but the fact that they rested doesn't change anything?
Yeah, you're right. I will remove Illona's level 2 stress and not level 2 consequence and her stress, and I will remove Munin's level 2 and 4 consequence and stress.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Muninn would still, I feel, stay up so that Illona could and Anghel can sleep though.
So Muninn will be taking the second watch.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second, please, while I type all this stuff in. Okay. Muninn, may I get a careful from you?
For me, yeah.
Because you are you are keeping watch.
Yeah. Okay, I got a 5.
You hear the distinct howling of wolves from the forest to the east.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
More like northeast, I would say.
Oh, okay. So not sort of along the road, really.
Yeah, more north than east, but still from the same forest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair enough. That's eerie, but fair enough.
Sure. Lots and lots of howling. The village itself is fairly quiet. Yeah, it would be quiet. And nothing else will disturb you during the second watch.
Okay, cool.
Does Illona then take the third watch?
Yeah.
Okay. May I get a careful from you, Illona? Okay. You continue to hear the howling of wolves from the forest as well. But otherwise, this third watch also goes by uneventfully. As the sun begins to rise, and Anghel and Muninn would also, I presume, start waking up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I feel like Muninn like sits up to open their eyes and like wake up fully. They like try and stretch both of their arms and then like be a little bit confused at first, like one of them's not stretching out.
Man.
Your left shoulder hurts.
Yeah. Oh no. I feel like as Muninn realizes that, they would like clutch their left shoulder and just be like, and like grit their teeth and like seethe a little bit. Like, oh, this isn't getting. They'd say to everyone else like, this isn't getting any better.
Oh man. So we need to hurry up, I guess. Like, what else can we do? Like, we're trying to. What did we did we think about going to priest maybe or something? Or maybe not.
Last session, like when you were positing and like, is that the right term? Anyway, thinking about a possible solution for the petrification and like, all that good stuff. I think that if it was the chicken, it was that gave you your three options, which is either I think it was a petal from the Garden of the Red Emperor, which sounds like holy baloney to you. Then either sacrifice and pray to Acesius, who might heal you, or sincerely like repent your sins at
right,
church.
we talked about how we weren't able to repent. We weren't going to.
Yeah.
Partly because it would be more like a lifelong commitment.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so we don't really know. Oh. Well. Oh, we were thinking of maybe making sacrifices to Acesius?
Yeah. Just as a reminder, what kind of sacrifices does Acesius like? Because if it's wolves,
wolves
and hawks or something.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah! In that case, Muninn with as they're like nursing their like stone left arm, they would probably say to everyone else like, while everyone was asleep, and they'd point northwest, they would say, I heard a pack of wolves in that direction. We could at some point try to sacrifice a few of them. What do you think?
Illona also heard them, but I would say you heard a lot of howls.
Right, okay.
Okay.
But Muninn would say that and then look to Anghel and Illona like to sort of gauge their reactions.
Yeah, I mean, I think Anghel's for that. Like, having Muninn be, I mean, yeah, we have to do something about like the stone. Like also with always thirsty and with Muninn's arm.
Yeah, we have a lot
it will
to do.
definitely impede their progress if they continue in this condition. So
we do have a lot to do. I feel like maybe like above board, if I had a choice as to what order to do this in, I would visit the ogre first, maybe see, maybe have a look at maybe sacrificing a few wolves, and then do the always thirsty plot line. Just
I mean, what's like always thirsty? We just need to cure him, right? It's the same thing, I think.
Yeah.
We just need to go to the
yeah, that's a good point. So maybe doing the wolves, like literally killing two birds with one stone. Maybe killing wolves and stuff like that would fix always thirsty as well as Muninn.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right. So, but if it was up to me, I'd do the ogre first.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, I mean that's where we're heading.
Yeah.
Illona? Sorry. Please go ahead, Dely.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say Muninn would like when they mentioned like sacrificing wolves, they would like motion to their arm, but they would also motion to always thirsty, just so that everyone's like in character. Everyone's like knows what they're talking about, or like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Illona, may I get a careful from you?
You may.
You feel a chill. You're not sure why.
Again.
Oh,
That means
guess
something
I
is
would
up.
communicate that to the others. That I have a bad vibe right now. I don't know why.
Okay.
Whoever's curious may roll clever or careful to speculate on that.
clever. RP wise, Muninn might ask like Illona, like, what do you mean? And then they would try and see for themselves. I got a 5.
Yeah. Sufficient for Anghel and Muninn. Illona, you just feel like a generally uncomfortable and as if you're being watched. Anghel and Muninn, you with your rolls, you would remember, I think it was the chicken that said it, that you guys might be receiving a visitor today.
Oh,
Oh my god.
really? I don't remember that.
A certain
Dragon.
dragon.
Oh, the dragon is coming to... shit. We don't have time. So we need to... So maybe we should kill the wolves first. I don't know. Dragon.
Maybe, but then if we visited, this is just a suggestion. I'm not like countering you or anything. Show and tell, but
No problem.
maybe. Sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say if we went to the ogre first, maybe the ogre could fight the dragon. Maybe.
I don't know. How about that?
I got the.
Why would he do that?
I understood it as the dragon was already here, like being watched and stuff. That he's closer.
Muninn, I will say, because you got a good roll, though not quite sufficient, I will say if you improve a roll to a certain point that I will not reveal to you, you maybe even may be able to make an estimate on when the dragon may arrive.
Oh,
Ooh.
what if I rolled again?
Well, if you improve the roll to a point that I will not reveal to you.
Oh, okay. So if I used fate point, and then I'm just looking at my character sheet. I usually have it up all the time, but it doesn't look like I have it on this laptop, so bear with me while I find it. Or download it, sorry.
No worries.
You need you need elevator music or something, do you know what I mean? Like maybe, yeah, so I would like to improve my roll by 2 if that's okay. So an aspect that I would have to use or would like to use is keen eyesight and sense of smell. So maybe maybe they could smell the dragon if it was close enough.
Sure. I'll allow it. A 7 is not quite enough.
Oh, okay.
The question is, how much do you really need? Okay.
Yeah.
I will not reveal that to you.
I know.
1 bajillion.
What?
1 bajillion. Nothing less.
Oh, but very close. We're close. So, are you going to try, I don't know, improve it again, or?
As in do another roll. Or +2, I mean. Yes, but I don't know what aspect I would use.
Oh.
Probably...
I will say that this information you'd be able to garner both by doing some math as well as by certain bits of information that you were told. Make sense?
That what? Sorry. That. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah, so Muninn will be able to discern this information basically by using like a combination of some math as well as remembering certain pieces of information that they were told.
Oh, okay.
And that's if I get my roll high enough, obviously.
Yeah, I'm mentioning that partly because you improve your clever roll, and partly so that like you know which aspects you want to use if you want to continue improving your roll.
Okay, that makes sense. In that case, probably like if it's based on like math and stuff like that, like maybe their main aspect, like keeper of secrets, seeker of knowledge. Specifically the secret knowledge part, like math is like, big brain stuff.
Yeah. Sure. I would accept that. With that roll, I am able to tell you. You remember like whenever the dragon is mentioned, whoever is mentioning the dragon is saying, oh, the dragon's up there in the mountains, in the mountains, in the mountains. You know where the closest mountains are, like on the map, and you might be thinking, well, birds fly this fast, maybe a dragon flies this fast. The dragon could be here anywhere between 2 and 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere between 2 and 6 hours.
2 is very low.
That's quite a big margin. I would say, based on that Muninn would, like, probably favor seeing the ogre. I keep like forgetting the name of like the creature that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
the ogre's name is Greenleaf.
Oh, okay. But Muninn will probably like favor seeing the ogre first, like very quickly as possible, obviously, and then like as quickly as possible after that, going to like fight some wolves. But I mean, obviously, it's like it would have to be a unanimous vote as to what order we do these things in.
Yeah. Wasn't it like we aren't able to find the ogre by today, right? That'll probably take more than...
You know what the ogre is?
No, I think it was yesterday, like that we couldn't find it before nightfall.
Yep, that it's exactly as Show&Tell said it, yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So, I mean, I guess we could go.
Or we could maybe it'll complicate things, but we could split up potentially. Like maybe Muninn has a Muninn is the one with the deal with the not the basilisk. That's what I keep doing. I keep saying basilisk in my head instead of ogre. Muninn has the deal with the ogre, so Muninn could see the ogre, and then Anghel and Illona could go out farming wolves.
But Muninn has a better contact, I guess. But okay, I don't know if that matters.
Muninn has a better contact. Did you say?
Like Ekassis was like Muninn's god, kind of.
Yeah, that's true as well. That's very true as well. To be fair. Okay, maybe not. Maybe let's not split up. Maybe it doesn't matter, but it would probably help to have like I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too far into this, but so maybe let's just all go to the same place. But obviously, it depends where we want to go, rather than splitting up.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll vote then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Anghel's voting to go after the wolves first.
Okay. I feel like Muninn would like to see the ogre first.
I feel like
Yeah, that's tiebreaker.
we could hide the pelt as well as the body of the always thirsty, and then we would not have to deal with the threat of the dragon, and then we'll go back to the ogre. So I'd be with Anghel on this one.
Okay. So we'll go do the wolves first.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And you are taking always thirsty and the pelt with you?
Can we hide it somewhere, maybe? Like in the woods later?
I think, if we sacrifice the wolves right there, maybe it's better that they're nearby. That always thirsty is nearby.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Although it's gonna be a drag to drag, but whatever. We've done it so far.
Pun intended?
Yeah.
I will say that it will be. I will say that I think we definitely should bring always thirsty with us. But as far as the basilisk skin, we could probably take it with us, but then just drop it somewhere nearby when we're dealing with the wolves, so we're not literally same with the statue, but the statue would be probably closer. We wouldn't be carrying them as we're killing them, the wolves, I mean.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, cool. Cool. So should we head off?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Awesome.
We don't have time. 2 hours.
Yeah, we gotta hurry.
Okay.
As you guys start packing up to leave, and obviously try to hurry along, Muninn, as you pick up your bag, feels much lighter.
What?
You're kidding.
What? What does it mean?
Muninn would literally seconds after realizing that it's a little bit lighter than usual.
Not a little,
they'll
much lighter.
Oh no,
Right,
the
yeah.
books? What? I don't understand. What happened?
Yeah, definitely, it's got to be the books. Muninn would. The second they realized this, they would frantically open the bag to take a look.
Mm-hmm. And the larger golden book is missing.
When did this happen? What? Weren't we on the...
I think when Illona was watching, I had a 2, and then...
And then someone rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Oh, no.
Muninn would be frantically where's the gun? Where is it? Just looking around.
Oh my god.
Have you seen it? Have you two seen it? Where is it?
I've seen nothing, no. When did this happen?
I don't know. I had them last night. No one took them from me. Did you take them from me?
Of course not.
Is he accusing?
Where would I put them? We're going to a place together. We did not do this.
Well, I had them last night, and if you didn't see who took them, then who could have taken them?
We didn't see. I don't know.
You didn't see
I guess I'm just making the show of looking for them, I guess, but overall, he doesn't know.
Give me a careful if you'd like, Anghel.
Okay. Oops, I did it clever. Sorry, wait.
You
Could
think
Muninn
with that roll, you think Munin's just bullshitting?
Fair enough. Could Muninn maybe they're thinking a bit frantically, but could Muninn try and roll a clever to see who if there was anyone that had do you know what I mean? Who could have maybe have done it, or what could have done it?
Sure, give me a clever.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, they're too worked up.
Maybe Illona, or no, maybe Anghel. But Anghel can't read. Oh, but you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, who else was there other than Illona and Anghel
Yeah, exactly.
with that role?
So ridiculous. Maybe Illona can look for it too, or something for some clues. I guess something. Maybe.
Muninn would say like, I can't remember. Above board, Anghel did obviously. Illona's watch was after Muninn's watch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Illona was last.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Muninn would
I would say, don't think Muninn checked their bag like during their watch or whatever. Or maybe they could have. Entirely up to Muninn.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't, but like at the same time they didn't notice that it, like, you know, when like you're not consciously aware that something is there, but you're also consciously aware that something isn't missing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like they probably wouldn't have actively like looked, but they or maybe they did actually. It would make sense. Like maybe they would have like read a little bit. But either way, Muninn would say to Illona like you must have fallen asleep like during your watch. Like what? Like how could you have missed like someone stealing this like my stuff? Like
Illona, may I offer you a compel, and you'd be obligated to accept because you're out of fate points.
What can you say? No, don't offer me. Like, what do you mean?
She can try to like talk me down, but if I still decide no, you're gonna take this compel, she has to.
Okay.
I want to see what it is. I do.
Well, Illona, my compel is Muninn's like accusatory tone and like you must have fallen asleep, blah blah blah. It's your fault. It feels like perhaps a little bit triggering to you, especially since you just got mugged. And I'd like to compel your I think pretty much all of your aspects would work, but I guess your master of escape aspect, that your first instinct to like Muninn's accusations and like questions isn't like to answer logically like no, this happened or whatever. Your first instinct is to run away.
I guess that's what I do.
Oh my god. In what direction do you run?
I leave that up to her, but we can also roll dice to pick a random direction if Illona would like.
I totally know what the reaction of Anghel is. It's like rolling his eyes and saying, "Not again." In his mind, at least.
And this will look bad to Muninn. It'll be like the thief is running away. No.
Ashen, would you like me to roll a random direction for Illona to run in, or would you like to pick one? I leave that up to you.
It actually kind of fits because she just got mugged. So when it could be thinking, oh, she wants my book to sell it.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is very quickly above board. I think this is the closest we've gotten to like actually being hostile towards each other as well, by the way.
I mean, we're close before at some points, but yeah.
Yeah, northwest was the wolves, right?
Northeast was the wolves.
I guess northeast-ish, like not straight for them, but like in the direction still.
Sure. Okay. Illona runs northeast-ish so basically Muninn starts questioning her. You must have fallen asleep or whatever. And if you're like paying close attention to Illona's face, you'd probably like see a look of like just betrayal or like feeling extremely distraught. And I leave it up to Ashen if Illona says anything, but she would nevertheless bolt suddenly towards the northeast.
I like like Show&Tell said before, like adorable in a pathetic way. I think she would like almost like burst into like tears, like and then run away.
Oh my god. I'm thinking like, yeah. I'm thinking maybe Muninn would like Muninn would immediately be like, "Hey," and like run after Illona. I don't know if they would like. Yeah, they would. I was going to say like they'd probably drop the rest of their like stuff in like, but I feel like they're so like scared of the idea of losing the golden book forever that they would like keep the silver book, you know.
Sure. What does Anghel do?
Wow. Wait, so Muninn, what did Muninn do? Sorry, I missed it. Like, I
basically long-windedly said like Muninn chases after Illona.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. With the book. That's the thing.
With that book. Yeah.
I guess Anghel would follow, but kind of like not in a rush, kind of. I know, he's just like, oh, whatever. He's kind of fed up.
The only thing that I'm worried about above board is like losing always thirsty statue.
You also have other supplies on you, mind.
Yeah.
So I guess Anghel would like maybe take care. Like, we have the pelt, we have the statue, we have supplies left behind.
Pelt, statue, supplies. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Money. I don't know if you guys took your money on you.
I mean, Anghel has his money. But the others, I don't know. So I guess he just kind of gathers things. Like, he doesn't follow them immediately. He kind of gathers everything, and I don't know how he could possibly carry both a statue and a pelt, but...
And the money and the supplies.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
But, yeah, I don't know. But I guess he's trying, I don't know. But yeah, he's not rushing after them. He's like, whatever, I don't know. This is too much drama for me.
May I get Illona and Muninn's quicks?
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Oh, okay. I was hoping for a longer chase, but Muninn would eventually catch up to Illona.
Okay. Muninn would probably like. My first thought was tackle Illona to the ground, but like Muninn would probably actually just maybe grab Illona to stop her and say like why are you running? Like,
yeah, Deli, you know where this is going. Can I offer you compel?
Oh gosh, yeah.
You do have fate points, so obviously you can say no. You're very distrusting and secretive. You immediately assume the worst about Illona, and you're gonna go with that first thought of tackling her.
Oh my god. Can I feel like maybe you won't be able to answer this question because of game, like, you know, but if I did accept, would that mean that we'd enter combat straight away?
I would leave that up to you guys, because it is player and player.
Okay, because
it's a good question. It's a good question, but because it strictly involves players, not NPCs, and because I'm not mind controlling you guys. You just are very suspicious and aggressive towards each other. It's entirely up to you guys.
I would accept it, but like, I am very sorry, Ashen, by the way. Above all, I would accept it, but like my issue initially with tackling Muninn and tackling Illona is that I didn't want there to be like an immediate like combat situation, because obviously above board I don't want there to be like combat out of this, but then in character I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's also up to Ashen if she wants combat to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, don't worry, because like my thought was also like Teeironor, like, oh hell yeah, do that, it would be so fun.
Okay, cool.
It's good.
Okay,
We're
cool.
good.
But like, what can she like hypothetically? What can they do not to get into combat? Just
Because there are players, like what they can do to not get into combat is just not fight. Like they're full
okay.
they're in full control of their of themselves. They're just very agitated and very suspicious of one another. At this
I'm totally for the fight.
me too, but don't let that influence you guys.
Oh, but Anghel is missing all the fun. Oh well.
I think Anghel would actually be able to see that because of like the quick rolls. Muninn caught up to Illona fairly quickly, so they're still like within like Anghel can see it and they can hear and he can hear them, etc., etc.
Oh, okay, good. You can proceed.
Okay. In that case, I'll accept the compel.
I passed you the fate point.
Thank you.
So what happens?
Wait, did I have 2 before, or did I have 3?
You had 2 before.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So in their like anger and like this like confusion and like as distrusting as they are and everything like that.
Actually, I think you
like
should have. I think you should have had. I think you should have had 1. I think I forgot to remove a fate point at a certain point, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So as Muninn catches up to Illona, they would like tackle Illona and stop her in like her tracks and everything. And depending on how Illona reacts to that, Muninn wouldn't really do anything else other than just to like stand up and be like, maybe maybe they would be standing but Illona wouldn't, sort of thing. Or like, again, it depends how Illona would react to that. But as they did that, they would say like, why are you running? Like, you like, are you guilty? Like, do you have a guilty conscience?
Illona would like scramble to get up and start like running again, like, screw you. Like, I had so many opportunities if I wanted to steal the books. Why would I want to do that? Like, while she's trying to run away again.
Yeah. Muninn wouldn't stop her, but Muninn would ask, like, well, Muninn would say, like, maybe it wasn't you, but if it was you, I mean, this sounds horrible, because this is, like, really above board, this is really mean. But Muninn would say, like, Muninn would basically say what like, either Show&Tell or Anghel, I think it was definitely Show&Tell, because Anghel can't talk. But Muninn would like make a point that Show&Tell had said earlier and say like, well, you just lost your things and I was the one to say to like leave it be, like you could have taken it from me while I was sleeping.
Where exactly would I put it?
Well, Muninn would like sort of scramble and like stutter and like I don't know, like I carry 2 big books with me all the time and people don't notice. Like, just tell me, did you take it or did you see someone take it? Like, what happened?
I told you I didn't see anyone take it, and I definitely didn't take it myself.
Could Muninn like see, because obviously above board I know Ashen and Illona are like telling the truth, but could Muninn in character like could I roll something to see if Muninn like believes Illona?
Yeah, it would be a careful roll.
Okay. Would it? I assume it would like oppose maybe or not.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
With that, it's like the middle of the road, most possible roll. You're not super sure one way or another.
Okay. In that case, Muninn would like yeah, like you said, Muninn would be unsure one way or another, but then they would say like, "Well, did you fall asleep? Did you see anything anything weird like in the night?"
Above board, because like whoever took the books got a 7 to Illona's 2. With that big of a difference, Illona saw nothing.
And Illona would say, I saw nothing. Just like that.
Should I do another careful, do you think, or?
Up to you.
Okay.
I will not dictate what your character thinks or does, obviously.
Okay. I feel like I wouldn't normally do rolls for this, but like it's really interesting for a start, but also because Muninn's really like frantic at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
You think Illona's telling the truth in that like she didn't see anything, but I guess you probably like find her tone a little bit aggravating.
Yeah. Okay.
But you think she's probably telling the truth.
Okay. Well, in that case, Muninn would like scoff, and like as they're scowling, they would like turn and like walk away from Illona, and like there would be like sort of like stroke like holding their chin or whatever, or their beard or whatever, and thinking like to themselves like, who could have took it? Like, when could I have lost it? When did I lose it? You know. But they would ultimately like walk away from Illona, and like, you know, they would stop like accusing her straight away, you know. Hello?
Yeah, we heard you. I'm curious what Illona would do.
He would definitely not follow. Just like stay there and be super pissed, like thinking what she does next. She has like no trust for Muninn right now, so she's like evaluating, should I just go?
As in, should she just leave? Like,
yeah, kinda.
oh no. Don't go. No, don't go.
Yep.
Sorry, if you're about to say something, go ahead.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. I'm wondering, like, would Anghel have, like... Probably not. I was going to say, would Anghel have caught up, like... Oh, no, it wasn't that far away anyway, was it? So, probably yes.
Yeah, he sees it. And he's kind of still struggling with all the things that he left behind. I guess.
It's so funny because like normally Anghel is the more like emotional and
yeah.
trouble them. Yeah.
It's nice to have someone else take up the role.
We're taking turns here.
Yeah. I just thought as well, by the way, it probably would have hurt quite a bit for Illona to be tackled by Muninn because they have a stone arm, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm sorry about that. I don't know what else to, because I really don't know like where to begin to be like to like look. Do you know what I mean? Muninn would probably like if no one else is like thinking of or like doing anything else, if you know what I mean. Maybe Muninn would like turn around and say like, well, to Illona, like, what about that chicken? Like, could you?
I mean,
talk to it?
I thought for some reason that Illona like left or something.
Yeah,
She
she's
didn't?
staying like further behind. I don't think.
Oh, okay. But is she like in talking distance or not?
If you yell, yes.
Okay. In that case, Muninn would walk up to Illona, if she doesn't, like, would Illona run away or no?
She would like stagger backwards and look mistrusting at you, but like not run.
Okay. Well, as Muninn like approaches, but they would keep that distance. They wouldn't be like very close to Illona. They would say like, "Well, what about that chicken? Could you talk to it? Like that thing's always following you."
Do you think he stole the books?
I don't know, but I mean, maybe. I mean, what motivation would it have? I'm just asking you. Could you see if it saw anything?
I saw. What?
Muninn would jump, maybe like.
Like as the chicken appears, Illona would like start walking. She's so fed up with this. Just like, bye.
The chicken would like follow Illona like a step behind and it would say, what do, follow thief, chase wolves, dragon is coming, you know, decisions.
Whoa.
Exciting.
There is a lot to do at the moment, isn't there? Muninn would ask the chicken like, what did you see?
Everything. What?
You know what I mean. Muninn would like hold their hand maybe on the handle of their like dagger, because it's holstered at the moment, but they would like put their hand to it and say like, you know what I'm talking about. Where's my book?
Threats won't get you anywhere. What? If that kick couldn't get rid of me, your dagger won't. What?
Well, stop wasting our time. Tell me, what did you see?
What's in it for me?
Good question. Well, what do you want? Like, in exchange for the information?
Some caviar would be nice. What?
Muninn would like.
This is exciting.
Muninn would like scoff and be like, "Be serious."
I am serious.
Well, what would you want instead?
I don't know. What do you? Oranges or cakes? Cakes. Oh, I heard cakes are delicious.
Muninn would like scoff again, but they would say like, we'll get you oranges, cakes, whatever you want. Just tell me where's my book?
Sounds like a whole lot of maybes.
Well, Muninn would say like, I like, Muninn would say like, we have the gold for it. Like, we can buy all the cakes we want. Like referring to like, I assume we still have ancient money on us.
Some, yes. About a third of it.
Yeah.
About a third of it is gone, but yes.
Yeah. But they would say like, we can buy we can buy a whole bakery if we want.
Then buy one.
Well, we will if you tell us what I want to know.
Lots of maybes, not a lot of stuff for concrete stuff. What do you think? Looks at Illona.
Illona would like not answer, just like still walking away, right? She's just like
The chicken would like follow and still like looking at you, even though you're not answering, would say, I don't think I should help them, huh? I think they're rude. I think they're desperate. Desperate people can pay big. Don't you agree?
says nothing.
Remember how you paid for passage on that one ship? That was exciting, wasn't it? You think we can get your friend to do something similar?
We paid for above board. We paid for a passage on a ship.
No, I'm just bullshitting regarding Illona's backstory.
Oh right. Okay, sorry.
Above board, I made this up on the spot. It's not something Ashen came up with.
Illona would like shut up under her breath.
Okay. Sorry. Just trying to make conversation, you know? You know you're my favorite here. So, turns back to Muninn. What do you have?
Muninn would ask, what do I have? What do you mean?
Nothing's free, Mark.
Well, on me right now, Muninn would like struggle to like think, and then they would like. I don't think Muninn has any ancient money on them left, but like.
Can I get a careful from you?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
You roll a 5. You notice that the chicken is staring at an object in your possession, the other book.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
How about give me that as collateral, and when you buy the bakery, I give back.
This Muninn would like almost immediately like absolutely not, like sort of thing. And they would ask they would say to the chicken, like, how do I know you didn't take it? Like, you could just be taking both of them right now, and I couldn't, like, you know, that sort of thing.
Mistress already knows everything. You think she needs your stupid books? I can't. I can't read either. So.
Well, what use would you have of this?
Well, it is useful to you, and that's what matters, Mark.
Muninn would like think over it for a minute, but then like you can see that they're visibly getting really frustrated, and they would say like,
just above board, in case I wasn't clear, like what the chicken is offering is that you, Muninn, give it the book to hold as collateral until you buy that bakery for it.
Yeah.
At which point it will give you back the book.
Oh, so the chicken does potentially have it.
Well, no, give you back the book that you gave as collateral.
Oh, okay. I see. To be fair, like above board, that's actually probably quite advantageous because carrying it is like just asking for it to be stolen. Whereas, like, do you know what I mean? If the chicken had it, then like no one's gonna steal it.
Yeah, but then are you really going to buy her it a bakery? Like, how are you gonna get it back?
and would it be in character for Muninn? To be fair,
maybe.
to be fair, it is the less valuable book of the two.
Yeah, right. Like if they never got that book back, but then, yeah. So, what I'm thinking of is above board. I'm totally for it, but like Muninn would probably have to think about it for a little bit, because they wouldn't want to like give up their book like so easily.
All the while the chicken is like staring at you in your eyes, unblinking. It's very creepy.
Yeah.
Not that chicken.
Muninn would ask, like, how do I know for sure that you'll give me this book back?
You don't. But if I don't give your book back, how will I get my bakery?
Well, can you tell me at least, like, if, like, what happens if we don't get your bakery until, like, a month's time? Like, where would my book be then? By then?
With me.
My other one, I mean.
I can't tell the future, Mark.
I'm
not that god, you know, Mark.
Mm.
You need to talk to Mistress's daughters for that. Fat chance of that happening.
I think Muninn would say like Muninn would be frustrated and be like, I don't know if they say to hell with this, like they'd say the equivalent of that, and then they'd say like, look, just if I say no, like let me, like Muninn would ask the chicken, like, just let me think, like
Sure. Mortals always thinking, never doing. Boring. But fine. You're on a time limit, Not my time limit, your time limit.
Oh, God damn.
You think it's smiling at you? Which is creepy for a chicken.
That is creepy. Muninn would probably Muninn would probably like, in out of frustration, they'd probably like. I don't know if I should do this, but Muninn would probably like throw their dagger at the chicken.
Sure. Can I get a quick or forceful from you?
Yes. Probably quick, because they, I rolled a 1, by the way.
Sorry. I also rolled a 1. Timing. Well, shall we turn this into actual combat, or is it just more like a gesture, if that makes sense?
It was more like a narrative thing, because Muninn knows that the dagger's not going to do anything to the chicken, so...
I think you would, it would land close enough for it to be, intimidating, but not, actually hurt it. And the chicken will, jump back and, told you intimidation won't work. Won't work. Won't talk. Never have talked. Oh, maybe could talk. Oh, no. But no, won't talk.
Muninn would, probably at this point, they'd, because they let out, a quick burst of, anger by throwing the dagger, they would, begin to, slowly... start to calm down a little bit, maybe, but they would still be really angry, and they would just walk up to the chicken, pick the dagger up.
It would take steps back, not allowing you to get close.
Yeah, that's fine. They would be walking up to the chicken, but mainly just to pick their dagger up, unlodge it or whatever, unthingy it from the ground, and then they just walk past the chicken, and then that would be that as far as they're concerned.
Suit yourself.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, what was Anghel doing while this was happening?
I was actually thinking about this. I think for a while there, he was trying to, gather the things or whatever. He was watching Muninn and Illona, and then afterwards... I feel like he got tired of... I was going to say that maybe he went after the wolves by himself, but I don't think he would. Because I don't think he likes the idea of it. He knows it's necessary, but I think he wants someone else to do it.
Understand.
So yeah, I don't know what he's doing, honestly. I think he's getting really impatient. Maybe then I thought maybe he would take the pelt to the ogre by himself. Maybe. I don't know.
Would Anghel have heard the conversation with the chicken?
I guess.
Then when the chicken leaves, because the chicken, for context sake, the chicken told Illona, you're my favorite, right? You would hear Anghel whisper, actually, you're my favorite, but don't tell Illona that.
What?
Oh, damn.
Did? I mean...
Sorry, what did you say? What did you say? Sorry.
After you kicked it?
You also did bribe it twice.
That's true, but still. Okay. Anghel just gives it a horrified look.
You don't see anything, you just heard a whisper.
Oh, okay. Then he looks horrified, I guess, if anyone bothers to look. But, I don't know. So the chicken just left?
For the moment.
So, okay. I definitely feel like he was getting really impatient, right? I just don't Yeah. Like, I don't know if he... Maybe he was starting to make his way toward the ogre, maybe. Although it doesn't... I don't know. Because he voted for them to go after the wolves first. So I don't know.
Well, I think like we are approaching like the end of the session, so I think like the last thing before we close off, can I like get from everyone like what's everyone doing, or if the group is more or less together, even if they're like walking like 10 meters apart or whatever, where the group is going, etc.
Yeah. What are we doing right now?
I think above board, or maybe not above board, I don't know. I feel like, so the plan is we should deal with the wolves and deal with the ogre.
Right.
But at the moment, like, I feel like, I don't know what everyone else is doing, but Muninn is sort of, after they pick their dagger up, they'd sort of be walking towards, like, the north, aware of the, northeast, wasn't it? Where the wolves were.
Yep.
To try and, like, they would sort of just silently be walking. Because, as they're, like, thinking to themselves, because they're also thinking, like, well, I gotta get my books back, but I also gotta deal with this, like, fucking, like, wolf situation first, you know?
If they start walking, then Anghel also, like, although, what does he do? I don't know. What does he do with everything? Does Muninn take anything with them when they...
Does Muninn what, sorry?
Basically, Anghel...
do they take anything?
Yeah, basically, Anghel is like your unintentional pack mule at the moment, carrying the statue, your supplies, and the money, etc.
Yeah.
Show&Tell is asking, are you gonna help with that?
Okay. Yeah, I feel like Muninn would, if they walk past Anghel, or if Anghel walks up to Muninn, they would like probably like hold out their like stone arm and then offer to take the basilisk's pelt.
Okay. Right. So yeah, Anghel definitely like flings it over their arm or something.
Hmm?
Yeah. As far as anything else, like that is a bit heavy for Anghel. Like if Anghel like kind of seems to be struggling, like because obviously I imagine he'd be struggling with the statue.
Yeah, the statue is like he's been carrying it, but like he hasn't been carrying anything else, I think. I think.
But if he
Maybe
seems to be struggling with not begrudging it, but Muninn would like...
I mean, it is Muninn's supplies for the most part. I mean, it's everyone's. I don't know. It's what we have left, but like, I mean, I think Muninn like carried it.
Just for context sake, last session we did a roll to see like how easy it would be for Anghel to carry the statue. The roll determined that Anghel is able to carry the statue, but he would have to take like regular brace because it is very heavy.
Right.
And now not only is he carrying the statue, but also a bunch of other supplies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Muninn would, in that case, take as much as they can, if that makes sense, from Anghel.
Okay, great.
Probably not everything, but like as much as they can.
Hmm? Yeah.
Anghel will be like, yeah, thank you. Like, okay.
Okay, I feel really bad. Like, Ashen, I'm so sorry.
No worries. As far as what Illona's doing, she's like also headed towards the wolves. I think she was going there in the first place when she started running away, and she just like kept going.
Oh, okay. So she's ahead, basically.
She has no daggers, so I think she would like pick up some stick on the ground. I'm just gonna punch out all my frustrations on the wolves.
So currently, like Illona, just to like get everyone's confirmation, Illona is marching on ahead, still in the same direction, and then Anghel and Muninn are a bit of a ways behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and you're headed for the wolves. Okay, like to confirm.
Yeah.
All right. Then I think it's a good spot to end today's session.
Yeah.
What
It
did
was a
you?
long session.
Happy anniversary, everybody! Congrats on the muggings.
What a way
Happy
to
anniversary.
celebrate.
Yeah. Thoughts on today's session, everybody?
Well,
Yeah,
so much
it was-
drama.
I was gonna say there was a lot that happened. I feel today, a lot happened today. I wasn't it wasn't like for me. It was really interesting to see like, how I said it earlier, but like seeing like how close we are to like being like hostile basically to each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously like, as players we're like, because obviously like we're all sort of like friends as players and everything, so like sometimes the idea of our characters like fighting each other seems a little bit weird.
Yeah, we're always kind of trying to. It feels to me like we're always kind of trying not to get there, too
Yeah,
much, or like
exactly.
it feels bad or something.
Yeah, like I felt like really mean, like being mean, like making
Yeah.
Muninn be mean to Illona, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh
But,
yes.
I was just thinking like, well, Muninn, this is how Muninn would have reacted, so
Yeah.
My advice is always to like stick true to what your character would do, and to like remember that there are no incorrect decisions when it comes to like players, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, it is more interesting and like authentic, kind of. If you like, we
Sure.
like put aside like our personal feelings or whatever, and really focus on the characters and what they would do.
That said, like tabletop games in general, like Dungeons and Dragons, but also this system, they're designed with like a party in mind, a party of people, not like individuals. So I would encourage you guys to try to like still be a group, if that makes sense. Arguments can happen, fights can happen, obviously the group can temporarily split apart, but the idea is that we are playing with this group, not with Illona, Anghel, and Muninn, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That said, I do consider it most important, like more important than that you guys stick true to what your characters would do, because that is more, like Show&Tell said, more authentic.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it is more interesting too, because like Muninn could have just like panicked like among themselves or whatever, and like, for example, I mean, Muninn could have like just panicked and said like, oh, where's my books, and then like kind of that would kind of have been it, like maybe they would have spoken to the chicken immediately after like panicking. But the fact that like there was a confrontation like is really interesting.
Yeah.
Ashen, what do you think as the person who also got mugged and also on the other side of the argument?
Yeah.
Honestly, it was really funny. It was very intriguing. I like this kind of contrast to the previous episodes. We were like very like, yeah, we're on a roll, killing everything, and just like everything went to shit now, and we have like time strain and everything. It's really like, I don't know, it's hyping up to the big, I don't know, dragon session next time. Like everything can go wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, everything did go wrong. It's funny.
Yeah, you guys aren't on a time limit with the dragon, less so with the ogre, but also with like the books potentially, the book singular rather potentially.
Also, like, it was so funny. Like, the different compels today. There were so many. It was really nice.
Right? Yeah.
And also the
Yeah.
tag that made me laugh. It's really...
I'm happy to hear that I didn't like overstep today. All right. Go ahead, Dely. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't say anything. I might have like clicked my fingers or something, and it made a noise on Discord.
Oh, okay.
I think anyway. I don't know.
Might also been something else. I think I heard like a hum, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would ask any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our usual shoutouts.
Usually, my brain is empty, but I was just about to say as well as like this being. I don't know if you've acknowledged this already or are going to.
I will. I think I know what you're referring to. I will, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. If you're going to acknowledge it later, then don't worry about it.
I mean, go ahead. Maybe you're talking about different things.
Okay. I was going to say, as well as this being the 1 year anniversary of Legacy of Rimlen, it's also the last episode of 2022. I think, anyway.
Moly.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that when like in the outro part. Yeah, but I'll say it now. It is the last episode of 20. Well, the next episode we will record, most likely we'll record it still in 2020, but it'll be posted in 2023, which is freaky, but yeah.
Yeah.
Happy holidays and happy New Year to our viewers then.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Woo. Happy holidays.
Yeah. Once again, same question. Any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our shoutouts?
Eat your vegetables like usual.
Drink water.
Especially important given what holiday is coming up.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well then, dear viewers, thank you once again for watching and listening to us. Let's see what these lovely people are up to and what plans they have for 2023 and all that. Starting, according to the dice, with Dely. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I am Dely. I don't usually have a microwave microphone, so do bear with me. But outside of these sessions, I am a Goblin VTuber on Twitch .tv. You can also find me on Twitter, and I have a TikTok and a YouTube. I don't really use them. But although if you wanted to see like Twitch clips and highlights and stuff like that, that's where I'll post them. In 2023, I'll eventually be revealing a new model that I've developed myself and made myself. And that will basically be like a debut stream with like new like concept, not concept artwork. It's like a reference sheet basically of Dely and lore and stuff like that. So if you want to tune into that, like feel free to hop over and say hi and everything. And yeah,
exciting. Thank you very much, Dely. I'm sure you'll like announce it on Twitter and all that, or if Twitter explodes wherever when that is set to happen, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dely. And next, according to the dice, we would have Show&Tell. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Yes. So I'm Show&Tell, and I have a YouTube channel on which I react to anime shows. I also have, I just opened a separate YouTube channel for my gaming. I have 6 subscribers. It's so exciting.
Oh, it's on a separate channel now. I didn't know that. My bad.
Yeah. No, it's not your bad. I mean, I did one stream and I, announced it in the post or whatever, but yeah, it was too, whatever. Like I don't mind. It's fine. It's just funny.
Mhm.
So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's mostly what I'm up to.
Nice. And go subscribe to Show&Tell's channels. Currently on screen there's only one of them, but I'm sure she links to the others, and I'll have, if she agrees, the other two also on screen for you guys to access, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Next we would have Ashen. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Hello, yes. I'm Ash, and outside of this, I do some art stuff. I paint a lot of portraits. I have not posted as much recently because holidays are coming up, and I can't really post the things before Christmas is over, because like then the Christmas presents will be spoiled by the commissions. So there will be plenty to come in after Christmas, I guess.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Ashen. I'm genuinely looking forward to those. No, I say that as if they're meant for me or something. No, I genuinely look forward to it because I love your artwork.
Thank you so much. Oh.
Thank you very much, Ashen. And I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master Teeironor. I do this series, which is a lot of fun, and I also do another series that just passed its 2-year anniversary. Also, again, happy anniversary to us for 1 year. And, yeah, that you can check out. And for 2020, I don't plan on it, but I hope to sleep more. But I can make no promises, I guess. Yeah, but once again, thank you everybody for watching and listening to us. We technically will see you next week. I'll keep you posted on Twitter if anything happens. But regardless, it will still be in 2023, so we'll see you next year, I guess. I'm not the first person to make that joke, and I definitely will not be the last.
Yeah.
Thank you again, dear viewers. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. And stopping the recording right now.